Hey everybody, welcome back to DeHaven Family Farm. We are inching towards the end of April here, and I kind of been holding out on you guys just a little bit. Sorry we'll have to deal with the road traffic because I live on a busy road here, but behind door number one is something that I actually purchased the end of last year, December of 2020. I've been doing a lot of work to it, on and off. I also took it to a repair shop. They did a little bit of work on it. So it's been kind of a long process, and I'm finally ready to reveal it to you here. So we're gonna open up the door behind me. We're gonna show you what we got. All right, I'm sorry. I had to have just a little bit of fun, right? This year has been a trying year for me already, so just trying to keep the mood light. So, without further ado, let's open the door and I'll show you what I bought. All right, guys, so here she is, a real 5250. So this tractor, like I said, I bought it the end of December 2020. This is I believe it's a 1996 model. The 5250, I believe it's 125 engine horsepower. It was the largest Maxim tractor made in this series. When you move to the next series, the MX, they went all the way up to 170 or something like that, and then it turns into the Magnums. But so anyway, yep, this is the largest horsepower. It's actually the same size as my 5140s. It's the same chassis and everything. But we'll take a little look at the tractor here. And one of the ways that I was kind of able to afford this, it looks like a nice tractor. I spent a lot of time on the paint, but the paint's not perfect. You can kind of see the outline there where the old sticker was. You know, some of it's faded. I mean, I'm not a professional, so I couldn't get the paint to be perfect. I did repaint the roof because that was kind of bad. The fenders were repainted. It's had some mechanical work done to it. This tractor has almost 10,000 hours on it. It is not like my other ones. One has 6,000. One of my 5140s has about 6,000. The other one's got 5,000 and change. You know, this is a higher engine hour tractor because it's what fit in my budget. But the reason I bought this tractor was this right here. I call it four-wheel drive. Some people call it front wheel assist, whatever you want to call it. It just got to the point where I was really pushing my two-wheel drive 5140s for some of the stuff that I needed to do around here. And I really needed to get back to having a four-wheel drive tractor. So I had to do it. The other two tractors are almost paid off. So we're pretty close there. You guys that have watched the light repair video that I did, actually have seen this tractor and you didn't even know it. There's the light that we repaired. It's got good rubber on it. What's the tire size? They're 38s, but it's a 520/70/38, and I don't know if that's technically an 18.4 or 20.8. I'm not sure. I think it's the 18.4. And then the front has 14.9/24s on it. All good rubber on it. The engine's in very good condition. Everything's been serviced on the tractor. Of course, it's got 1,000 pounds of front wheel weights on it. I think the tractor is weighing in right now somewhere around the 13,000 to 14,000 pound mark. But being that it's the 52 series and not the 51, there's some changes that were made. We're not going to go over all of them. One of the ways you can tell, this bottom piece of the door is glass now, whereas on my 5140 it's like plastic. Not the original seat. I spent a bunch of time cleaning and shampooing in here. But so one of the biggest changes is right here. You can see there's a neutral position on the hydraulic shuttle lever, so you don't have to clutch to go from forward to reverse. The 51 series you do, there is no neutral position. This is a power shift tractor. That was one of my requirements besides the four-wheel drive. So same as my other two tractors, you have 4 ranges that are synchronized, so you have to clutch to shift ranges, but then you have the 4 power shifts here that are just boom, 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 up and down without clutching, you know, foot throttle. But there is the reason I bought the tractor, the magic button right there. So it does have 3 remotes on it, 1, 2, and number 3, which is handy. I don't have any implements that require 3 remotes, but I have some that take both. On my other tractors, they take up both remotes. So if I do come across something, it will be kind of handy. Overall, I mean, I know it's going to be dark in here, but the interior of the tractor, I mean, I did clean it a little bit, but everything is pretty clean in here. Heat AC, I had to put a new there it is. I had to put a new radio in here, fix the seat up quite a bit, like I said, a lot of cleaning. Park brake works good. That's one of the things, if you are going to buy a four-wheel drive tractor in this series, you really need to make sure that park brake is working. The two-wheel drive series, the park brake, it's kind of a common thing. That's why I'm addressing it here. The two-wheel drive series, the park brake can be repaired without splitting the tractor. The four-wheel drive series, you have to split the tractor if this park brake stops working. Now there is a little cable adjustment, but what I'm saying is at the point that it's clapped out, wore out, you have to split the tractor. That's one of the bad things. So that is working good. Doesn't have to be done, but so yeah, not really sure what else to tell you here other than, like I said, I put a bunch of work into this tractor cleaning. I did post a picture on Instagram. You can see there's a chrome. I don't know if you can see it good with the way the lighting is. And I hit my head on the mirror. I got to get used to that. I probably just monkeyed it up there. But anyway, so the exhaust was starting to rust out on it, the stack. And so I ordered, the one from Case IH was ridiculously expensive. I ordered an aftermarket one from, oh, what is that? Tractor Parts ASAP. I can't think of the actual name of the company, but. And the bottom of the stack has a flare on it to fit over the muffler. The muffler's under the hood. And the flare on the bottom of the stack was the same diameter as the stub that comes up out of the muffler. So I kind of made it fit on there, but I was very unhappy with it. So I went on eBay. I found this chrome one. It was only a couple bucks more than the other aftermarket one, but way cheaper than the Case International one, the factory part. So it's got a chrome stack on it. It does have the muffler. I'm not deleting the muffler. This tractor is very quiet in this cab, and that's the way I like it. Partially for just, you know, enjoyment purposes. You don't have a headache after sitting in the tractor for 12 hours and it, you know, everything's so loud and vibrating. But also for video purposes, I don't use microphones. You know, a lot of guys love a microphone pinned to their shirt or something up on the camera. I don't do that. So a lot of times I struggle with sound. Sometimes I almost have to yell, which is something I noticed in my cab 5140, and we have a couple repairs coming up on that tractor. So hit the subscribe button for me, and hey, while you're down there, hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. But we do have a couple repairs. I figured out one reason why I think that tractor's a little bit louder than it should be, so we're going to take care of that shortly in an upcoming video. But again, this is 5.9 Cummins, turbocharged, like I said, 16 speed power shift. But yeah, 125 engine, I believe, and if you actually want to find out a little more information about this tractor, I did do a video with a Case International 5200 series brochure not that long ago, where I did a bunch of shout outs in the video too. A lot of good channels there. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And if you haven't seen the light repair video, that was kind of interesting. You might want to check that out too. Yeah. We're going to be putting this tractor to work very, very soon. There is still one thing that's left to do, and I got to run the tractor a bit, but some of the repair work that was done involved breaking into or opening up, let's say, the braking system. So the brakes are a little bit soft yet. I think they need to be bled again. So that's something we're going to have to do. I may try and do it on video, but I want to run the tractor a little bit first and then, put a few more hours on it. I puttered around with it, but not a lot. But I think one of the first jobs this tractor is going to do is we're going to hook it to the Ford 4-bottom plow, and we're going to plow some stony ground. I think I have a hay field that I'm going to plow. Stay tuned for that video too. You want to hit that bell icon so you don't miss all these videos I'm telling you about. But that is a hay field on our property here, and it's got a couple of big stones in it. I got to be careful when I'm plowing it, but I think we'll have to end up digging them out with the mini excavator and getting them out of the way. But so we're going to be plowing. It's a slope. It's not a flat piece of ground. So also, we're going to be spreading some compost with this tractor and just lots of stuff. But everything's wet right now. It just keeps raining a little bit every single day, which is kind of, the old saying, April showers thing. So that's where we're at now. But anyway, just a quick overview of the tractor and some of the upcoming videos here. If you have any questions about the tractor, hey, leave in the comment section down below. And I know somebody may kind of wonder about, affording this tractor versus our financial hardships. And it's a very valid question. And had I known, per se, that the building was going to collapse and I was going to get into that nightmare, I probably wouldn't have bought this tractor, being that we're out all that money since the insurance company didn't cover the building. They did cover the equipment. Again, for those of you who haven't seen that stuff, that happened a little while ago. So it is a little bit of a stretch of the budget this year. We're just crossing our fingers. We are opening agritourism again on the farm this year. So we're changing things up a bit. So we will have that income back, which we didn't have at all last year. And we're hoping to get our Airbnb rental going here on the farm this year. So it ends up being a little bit of a gamble, but we're hoping that, fingers crossed that financially everything's going to go well. I also had gotten sort of out of the landscaping business. That was my other job. And I was trying to farm full time. So what I've had to do now, we got the Mini again. We're going to be getting back into not landscaping work, but we're going to be doing excavating, land management stuff, food plots, driveways, drainage, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to still be working off the farm to help support the farm and my family until things kind of get straightened back out here with everything that's kind of still going on in the world, but it's not as bad. So anyway, that's just a little background. I try and be upfront and honest with you guys about stuff on this channel, and that's a little background on how we're kind of affording this tractor. It's a bit of a gamble. We're just hoping this year goes well. So fingers crossed for me. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I appreciate every single one of you that watch. Even if you don't comment, that's fine. I appreciate you watching the videos, giving a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. And if you haven't commented before, you don't have to say anything specific. If you don't know anything about this tractor or what's going on in the video, just say, hey, enjoyed the video, or hi, I make some videos too. Whatever you want to put down there, of course, polite. I enjoy the comments very much. I enjoy the interaction. That's one of the things that keeps me going here on YouTube, is all the great people that I interact with. So anyway, I'm done. Gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, bell icon on your way out the door. And hey, I sure hope to see you guys on the next video.